I'm talented. If you never watched anything that I'm just being polite. Oh, cute. But there's really nothing to be to classify people being fans, especially for you, my love. Why especially 50% for you? Why is she doing that? Anyone will be a fan for you. You're making money, yes, but what exactly can someone say? I'm a fan of Happy.
Everyone, and welcome back to this channel. This is the Jesus Lover and I am Lover, and today we are talking the Mommy's Club episode 6. I just want to actually discuss how what's the name Nunurai is a very messy person. Like since I've been watching, I've always feel like what's her name Miss Mops is like the messy one on this show, but Nunurai is quite messy. And the table, I think this episode was started, the table's turned around, and it's really a turn around because I never saw this conversation leading to where it led to, and how that dinner or whatsoever they had ended the way it did ended. And for me, I never saw Nunurai being this messy. However, when the show was about to start, we had this snippet where Nunurai was like, on behalf of South Africa, she wants to know what she'd asked. And it was quite funny that that question was directed to Omale, or what's the other name? That's the guest cast on the show. So it's so funny how the conversation led. And when she told her that she's if like okay, she said like she knows she's talented and all of that, but she's just saying that to be polite. So it's quite very funny and shady as whatsoever level you want to think of a shade for. And for Her Majesty, since we've been watching the show, I think Her Majesty have been one person that we always like give a clap back immediately. But for this episode, I was kind of very surprised to see that Nunurai was there telling Her Majesty that she does not know what she does, and she do not know why anybody will call themselves a fan of her, because and I don't know, Nunurai was just so, she was just so hilarious because she was like, she don't know if she plays the piano or the guitar for her to think she will have a fan. And it was so like, it was so hilarious, but she knows she's making money, but she don't know what she does. And that's one question I want to even get to know, like, what does a Majesty do? That's one thing we need to know. And it's so funny that Nunurai was saying all of this, you understand, and Her Majesty was just there acting as if she was deaf. And Messi, on this show, I feel I haven't been watching. I've always had this mindset that Miss Mops is like the messy one on the show. But Nunurai showed us today, like this last episode, that yes, she's also very messy with her question and how she left that table. And it's so funny that after Nunurai had all of those shady words to um Nunurai and the other lady, Miss Mops went on and still retold, or would I say retell whatsoever Nunurai had said. And at that point, Her Majesty was like, "Oh, did she say that?" And I felt like, does Her Majesty go deaf for a while? She can't be. I can't believe she was deaf. I just feel like there's something fishy because I can't imagine why she will. She's someone who will never let go. He will never take things like that. But to see her just stay calm while Nunurai was saying all of that, I was like, what's going to happen? Then Nunurai left, and Miss Mops is reporting this to her, and she's feeling like, oh, did she ever said that and all of that? So that's one thing. That the ending and how Nunurai ended this episode was quite very hilarious for me because the attack on Omale and what's the name, Her Majesty, was so brutal. I can't deny this. Then let's talk about what's her name, the cloud chasing conversation between Her Majesty and Ratile. And for me, I just feel like Ratile was just going all around. I was always saying this is exactly what I mean while she was trying to defend herself. She was just trying to die the conversation. That's what I feel like. And for Miss Manche, I feel Miss Manche played safe on this table, and she was not so into the conversation, she was not so pushing, and I felt like probably she don't want to be like the subject of conversation, so she just wants to be safe. And when she saw that this table is becoming too messy for herself, she had to leave. Miss Manche do not really have so much. It was more of Her Majesty, Nunurai, and Her Majesty, Nunurai, and Ratile. And I feel for Miss Mops is just that person that will always be in every gathering making things happen, because she will always be the one to chip in things that will lead to a lot of will I say violence. Yes, because even the cloud chasing conversation, it was Miss Mops that brought it up. And to an extent, I feel like that's Miss Mops so far on this show. And I feel like my highlights for this episode is Nunurai. She was just so funny with her comments when she asked Happy if what does she do, and she do not know why anybody will be a fan of whatsoever she does because she do not know what she does, and telling the other lady that she's talented, but she's only saying that because she feels like she needs to be polite. However, the other lady was so very, very shady because she told Nunurai that she do not know if they have satellites in Bulawayo. And I don't know how that can be so crazy, but it is what it is. And Nunurai actually had the highlights for this episode. No cap. It was legitly like, yes, she gave us the show we really wanted. So this is all I'll be discussing for um the Mommy Club episode 6. Bye for now.